Hey Lumomet friends, Andang here for another episode of Wildermore as we're making our way through this awesome zone. I'm going to go ahead and throw the herbs on the cooking fire last time we collected them to hopefully help this dying man. And now we're throwing him on the fire, so now we should be able to talk to the dying man.
Who is
Who is there?
Are you?
Are you a friend? The giant! The giant returns! The man struggles violently for a moment before breathing deeply and attaining a measure of calm. I am Lodwing, son of Hardwing, Aldor of the North March. I came to Wildermore to learn but no use. Separated from my men, the storm arose, lost in the gale. Lodwing twists and turns before settling into a calm once more. The giant's name is Nerzum. He brings snow and the wind. Something he carries. I think he saw me in the snow near the city. I was lifted in the air, and a thunder blast on the hot air, and then... Lidwin shakes and will say no more, but the odor of the burning herbs seems to have broken him out of his stupor. Oh my goodness. He had a lot to say.
He lives, for now. He's the very man we came here to
That was the
find.
perfect elf. He lives, for now, and is the very man we came here to find. Lodwing, the son of Harding. What would Harding say to know his son saved by a Dunlending girl? Perhaps it is best not to think of that for now, Anning. I can piece together some of his story from what he has said. He has separated from his men when the storm rose. That must have been Nerzum approaching. He made for the most visible landmark he could find. It must have been the hill upon which Brightor is built. Ill fortune for Ludwig, for that seems to have been Nerzum's destination. We must do something about Nerzum, but what? He is too strong for us to fight directly. Could we trick him in some way? I will think on it, Anning, but I cannot promise a solution will present itself to me. You're an elf. You should know everything under the sun. You have lived for thousands of years, probably seen Balrogs die. You should easily be able to take out a giant created by Saruman. I mean, my goodness. Silly elf. Who should we talk to first, Horn or Nona? Well, Nona has been by my side much
The old
more.
ways are best, it seems.
The old ways are best, it seems. I hearted to know the magic of healers of Lakuth works even in land of the horse lords. The most injured of my charges is named Ludwig, and he is the man for whom you sought, Anning. What a wonder that they should be one and the same. My father Sovurg would find some meaning in this, but for me I see fortune only. Still a happy fortune, if he lives. That is not yet certain. For as long as the giant lives, the people are in danger. What will we do about Nerzum? Horn.
Everywhere we go, we find rumor of this giant, this Norzum.
You say the man Nona has been trying to heal is the very man for whom we sought? Ludwig, the son of Harding? We found him, but it will be a bittersweet victory if he dies. Everywhere we go, we find a rumor of this giant Anning, this Nerzum. What can we do about Nerzum? We cannot engage him in combat. That much is clear. Attacking at his feet might prove possible if we could somehow avoid the attacks that were sure to follow. And by all account he brings the storm of winter with him wherever he treads. That will limit visibility and make it difficult to strike him. I have no military mind, Andang. Nerzum seems to have invincible to me. But we will need to destroy him, or Wildermore will not be safe. I do not know what to do. Well, we are just at a loss. My goodness. Where's Glewine? Ah, yes, you. The old man. I'm still here, and I can't believe Horn's still with that Dunlending girl. Oh, gets me every
I am
time.
no warrior. I am only an
Eh,
aged musician.
I have nothing to contribute. What can I do against such a ferocious creature? I'm no warrior. I'm only an aged musician. Even Theoden King has more use for me. Oh, he had no more use for me.
What am I saying?
Wait a moment, what am I saying? There is still something I can do. For the first time you can remember since arriving in Wildermore, Glewine favors you with a smile. That wasn't supposed to be in that voice. How can I have forgotten my own lessons? When I was instructing Horn in his ways of music, one of the very first things I taught him was that the minstrel's greatest power is of inspiration. Music lets us shine a light into the darkest corner of our heart, bringing into it a hope and good feeling. When Horn was still young, I taught him this, for I believed it, and I still believe it still. Oh, speak to the survivors of Briar Tor in this cave, Anning, and find out what it is they desire, and then make it happen. Cleone's smile is even more broad than this time. What? You're the adventurer here, Anning. I'm sending them hope, that is all. I'm sending them you. Very well.
I cannot bear to think of the horses tied up
What
in
is it you
stables
want?
against me.
This is an easy question to answer, Anning, because my sleep has been troubled by the same thought, over and over. Did I do wrong by the horses in Briar Tor? The name impossible to pronounce frowns. Were it not for the horses at the stable in Briar Tor, I would not be alive today. I am certain of it. Their panic caused me to learn of the attack, with enough time to make it part way down the hill before the snowmen covered everything. And with it came a giant. I cannot bear to think of those horses still tied up at the stables, helpless against the orcs. One of them died. What do? I want you to unite the horses, untie the horses at the stable in Briar Tor, and let them run free. That will give them some chance I had of escaping. That will give them the same chance I had of escaping that cruel death at the hands of the orcs. Why are they still there? That makes no sense at all, but okay, whatever.
I'm still not myself.
I'm still not myself,
I will do my
but
best
I will do my best to speak. Ludwig rubs his eyes blearily. What do I want? I want revenge upon that great lumbering giant, Nerzum. He slew my men, almost devoured me. Wildfera! You tell him Wildfera survived the encounter with Nerzum, and made his way back to Skything, where you met him. Ah, very glad. He was a tough one. In the snow I could not see the way to go. Nerzum must be defeated, or... Exhausted by the effort, Ludwig leans back, and can say no more. So that's 2 votes for the giant. Let's find out what these 2 vote for.
What is it I want? I want the orcs driven from Beator.
I want to return to my home, Elder Sighs. That will take some doing, will it not? There is nothing else, though. The thing that stirs my heart, most fills me with anger against orcs, is the brief sight I had before that chunk of masonry took me from the battle. I saw the orcs looting a house, the house of one of my neighbors. They had found a wooden carving of a horse, a crude thing to be honest, a poor craft, and were weaving it about. It meant nothing to them, but I knew it for what it was. It was a child's first attempt at a carving. It would mean little to most, but to that boy's family, it was no doubt priceless.
I remember the names of the orcs that led the
What do you
attack.
want?
I want them slain.
I've already told you. I remember what the names of orcs that led the attack on my friends and my family, Anne. Forshnir, Kritar, I want them slain. Yama thinks for a moment. Do not misunderstand me, my helpful friend. I want them slain. But I want them to know it was a woman of Brightor that ended their lives. Perhaps this will suffice. Find and slay either Forsu or Qatar. Save one of them for me. When I am well enough to fight, I will seek one of them. The one you have spared, and fulfill my vengeance upon him. You will find Forshnu or Kritar somewhere within my city, and in a few days I will find the remaining one and end his life. We are agreed? Of course we're agreed. You're Yama of Brightor, and you have vengeance to play. Alright, we have our work set out for us. Now we need to go do it. Alright, this is a really cool plotline, actually. Let's head back to the city. I wish this cave was significantly closer, but you know, they do have to be safe, to be fair. They have to be safe from whatever's going on, so... I can see why, but it doesn't make it any easier. Excuse me, pardon me. Alright, collect heirlooms from orcs stolen. Free horses. Defeat one of the orcs. Whoops. I missed the entrance. How silly of me. Hello. Nice to meet you. Oh, you can just go right over the fence, huh? Okay then. Not the best thought out plan ever. I love that that heal takes no forever now with the way I'm traded. Makes all the difference. Alright, buddy. It is time to die. Thank you. Excuse me. Let me call forth the other dude. Just a second. Thank you. Shall defeat all these orcs. Alright, we're working him down very quickly. There we go. Now where are these other two? There's a corruptor. Marauder. I'm trying to find this orc. Aha. Here are the horses to free. Alright, freed another. Sadly, we cannot free the dead one. But we shall free you three. Does it actually ride off out of the way? Okay, that's pretty cool. Brightor Marauder. No. We must find the orc. But I do not know where he is. There's more scouts. Marauders. Plenty of marauders. Corruptor, scout. You know what, we'll kill him and then hopefully the quest text will tell us exactly where to go. So you are first, my friend. If I can call you that. It is your turn to die. There is nothing left alive here, little worm. Yes, we shall see. We shall see. Alright, scout. It's your turn to die. Tell you what, they've really done a ton of quests in this area. And we just keep coming back to it. I hope we move on to the new area soon. Because this is kind of against their normal quest policy that they've come up with. Where is he? Hello? Aha, there you are. That's cool that it auto-selects it. Alright, buddy. Beware, there is a woman that has sent me to kill you. She will kill your brethren. You just wait and see. For you disrupted her and caused her great grief. Now you will be facing your crimes. I will promise you that. This is the worst time for you to be alive. And so you shall now die. Silly orc. You saved the other one for Yama, and she is healthy enough for vengeance. Alright, we are working them down here. Very good. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Next episode we will continue along here and return back with the with all the things. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again real soon. PVMP and dang, subscribe.